Okay, so this is the third part to my debunk of Ben Shapiro's quote, Pelosi goes full Thelma and Louie. Yeah, and there's a link to his video in the description, and there's probably links to the other parts of my video in the description as well. Anyway, let's get started. Here we go.
Pelosi has officially opened this thing. Yeah, it's the time. And she's not about hate. She's not about personal animus for the president. Doesn't matter that the Democrats still have not come up with the exact grounds of the impeachment. By the way, good indicator that you don't actually know anything beyond you want the president out. When people say, do you want to impeach the president? You go, yeah. And they say, well, what do you want to, how? And you go, well, we're figuring it out.
No, they say. Obstruction of justice is the main charge, but he's committed several others. And then some people who are less Democrat specifically and more generally left or generally anti-Trump will say he's not only sold America to foreign nations and committed obstruction of justice, but violated Trump has violated the UN, UDHR, Universal Declaration of Human Rights, and not just one or two articles of it, but he's violated more than 10 articles of it, which is generally believed a serious enough violation to be considered crimes against humanity. Now, as for what those articles are that he violated, and if you want to know more on them, I think I'll add a link to the UN UDHR in the description of this video too, but the articles he's violated, and he has arguably violated more than these, but he has quite objectively violated, and pretty much beyond a shadow of a doubt violated, or enabled the violations of Articles 3, 5, 6, 7, 9, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 21, 23, 25, 26, and 27. And if you want to know what those are, I've left a link to the UN UDHR in the description. It stands for United Nations Universal Declaration of Human Rights. He's also violated the rights of the child and the Geneva Convention, but I will admit the Obama also violated those, which, that's the main flaw with just the Social Democrats the Democrats they also do a lot of heinous acts, which is why I feel a revolution is necessary. Anyway, so back to Ben's video.
And silly stuff. And she's hanging her hat, so are the Democrats today, on the testimony of lawyers. Ooh, lawyers. Especially lawyers are from, Ivy League schools. Whoa! So they called count them, 3 lawyers. I know, amazing, life-changing. They called 3 lawyers yesterday, who are all Democrats, to testify about how Trump should go. And Nancy Pelosi is basing her announcement today on the fact that after one day of 4 hours of hearing, now the Democrats know. Until then, they were on the fence. But then they heard the compelling words of a professor named Pamela Karlan, and that changed everything. That changed everything because she is a legal authority on impeachment. Now, if the Democrats had any stones at all, what they would just say is, listen, we don't have to have legal authority to do this. We don't have to call lawyers. It's a political process. We think Trump is unfit for the presidency, we're impeaching him. And then we can all have a referendum on that. And then we can all say, okay, is impeachment worthwhile when we have an election a year away? Because that's really what this is about, isn't it? Is that the Democrats can make every case they're making against Trump in an election. I mean, we're coming up hard on an election right now. The Democrats are choosing their candidate right now. And yet the Democrats are trying to push impeachment. So that means they have to go above and beyond the simple political case, but they don't have anything above and beyond the political case, so instead...
They arguably do, Trump's definitely committed impeachable offenses, and as I mentioned earlier, crimes against humanity. But sadly, that isn't as rare as you'd wish. Again, why I'm pro-communist revolution. But, yeah, so perhaps it's not significantly more than average, but it is definitely more than average. And even being in any way, worse than the average is against UN law when you consider how bad the average is under the US regime. So yeah.
approach, probably she's a constitutional expert with no serious political bias in any direction. Or alternatively, she is a wild liberal who is so far to the left that Barack Obama did not choose her for the Supreme Court, in part because she was too radical and too far to the left. But he considered it. Also, she worked in the Obama Department of Justice. Also, she clerked for Harry Blackmun on the Supreme Court. She also has performed litigation in the Supreme Court. She did Stanford Law. She's performed litigation in the Supreme Court on landmark gay rights cases, trying to claim that sexual orientation is protected by Title IX of the Civil Rights Act, which of course it is not. But she's an expert. She's an expert. She's widely known in liberal circles, according to the New York Times. She's chairman of the board of directors for the left-leaning American Constitution Society. In December of 2016, she and other scholars signed a letter expressing concerns over Trump's statements and actions during the 2016 presidential campaign.
Okay, so you should discard the Democrats' opinion because they're a Democrat. Again, I'm not a Democrat or a liberal. I'm a communist revolutionary. I'm pro-revolutionary communist. But I wouldn't throw out a case made by either a Democrat or Republican, both of whom I'm against, simply because they're affiliated with said political party. And keep in mind, I'm supporting an actual violent overthrow of such regime by the proletariat. And I still wouldn't dismiss their case entirely simply because they're a member of such a party. I could understand maybe if we're talking like a literal open Nazi, but as far as like a normal political party goes, I feel like that's a pretty stupid stance to hold.
I mean, what? Don't worry, she's not partisan. Imagine that they had gone up there and made Sasha and Malia jokes. Would the media have ever stopped talking about how mean-spirited that was? Later, she had to apologize for it. Later, she said, probably I shouldn't have referenced Karen. That was in her prepared testimony.
Yes, the media would have got over it because there was actually a thing, like, I can't remember exactly, a year ago, you guys can look it up if you want, but where Obama's daughter, while under the age of 21, which, yeah, to people watching this outside the US, 21 is the insanely, unreasonably, unholy, unimaginably high drinking age in US borders. But yeah, so she was under that ridiculously ludicrous and insane minimum drinking age set by the US regime. But she was drinking Rose, which is an alcoholic beverage. And for a while, the media, at least the more right-wing media, got on her over it. But guess what? Or, no, wait, sorry, let me rephrase that. There were some Republicans, not any famous ones, but a few, that got all mad at both Obama and her over that. And of course, the media called them out on that for being inappropriate and unwarranted and irrelevant. And even a few memes actually got made about it. I watched a lot of memes, guys. But guess what? They're done talking about it now, so the thing you're referencing, more or less, as a theoretical, but that actually sort of happened, and the media did get over it. So now, let's watch more of Ben's video.
He was not actually a prince. Just want to put that out there. Did you know that Martin Luther King was not actually a king? Unbelievable. Now, things you learn each and every day in this country. Here is Pamela Carlin having to back off this and then apologize for referencing her.
And if I can just say one thing, I want to apologize for what I said earlier about the president's son. It was wrong of me to do that. I wish the president would apologize, obviously, for the things that he's done that's wrong, but I do regret having said that.
Okay, so I'm gonna up the video speed to double speed now, just because I need to get to where he makes actual arguments for me to debunk. Because I'm not able to make videos longer than 15 minutes, because YouTube. So yeah, I'll speed the remaining footage of him that I'm gonna use up even more than I normally do. So yeah.
I'll tell you about a movie that is now out. It is great. It's called No Safe Spaces. No Safe Spaces, starring my friends Adam Carolla and Dennis Prager. It's in theaters nationwide Friday, December 6th. It takes you to the heart of the free speech battle in America. And Adam and Dennis take on this. It's pretty great. I've seen the movie. It's really
Okay, and there we go. Dennis Prager. He actually views Dennis Prager as someone who should be. He considers Dennis Prager someone who should be respected or who should be like, oh, Dennis Prager, yeah, him, he's so smart, when in reality, Dennis Prager openly wants to make the US a theocracy. I mean, it does already have a lot of theocratic elements, but he wants to make it a full-on, complete theocracy. And he thinks the Red Scare was a good thing. Yeah. Yep. So, I've actually debunked some clips of PragerU videos in the past. But, yeah, so... Alright, that, I guess, is the conclusion of my video, because it's getting pretty long anyway. This is probably going to be the final part of my series debunking this video by Ben Shapiro, because while I did only get about halfway through it, it's a pretty long one, over an hour, and I feel like if, I've shown that he hasn't said anything of great value in it this far, or anything that really holds up to scrutiny, so, I feel like from this you can predict that he's unlikely to suddenly say something in it that'd change that. But if I actually get like a comment from someone saying they want me to further my debunk, I will, but otherwise this is probably the final part of it. So see you guys next time.